Hello, I'm Alexander Yellen. I want to apply to your institution and I want to major in electrical engineering. But first today I want to show you some of the things I've made. My spud gun, unlike others, doesn't run off compressed air. It runs off of combustion. So I put hairspray in this end and then I put in this end cap. This end cap has a Coleman lantern sparker. I've since modified it to have this electrical grill sparker. So what I have here is the sparking unit itself, and then I have this toggle switch right here that actually arms the system. To fire it, what I have here is a button on this handle. For ammunition, I do no longer use apples and potatoes and stuff like I did before because I can't reload those. So what I've done is I've made pill bottles that I can shoot. So what I do is I grind off the threads with my file, and then I use duct tape here to compensate for the loss in the gap.
Fire in the hole!
So one of the other things I do is I make pens. I make them out of exotic woods. This one's made of bobinga. So what I do is I take a square piece of wood and then I put it on my lathe and I turn it into whatever shape I want. Let me go show you where I make my pens. I use this machine called a lathe. What I do is I take a square piece of wood like this and I drill a hole in it. Then I insert a brass tube that's held in with super glue. I then put this square piece of wood on the lathe and then I switch it on. I use this tool called a roughing gouge to shape the wood. I make it into any shape I want. I tend to make it into a taper shape so it fits in your hand nicely. All of the sawdust has to go somewhere. So the way the system that I've devised with my dad is that it goes out through here with our sawdust removal system. The motor is actually located outside. The last thing I wanted to show you guys was my little electronics projects that I've made. This first one here is a little clapper car. Next one I want to show you is an insanity alarm. When the lights go off, or the light value changes here on this photoresistor, it turns on and off. The last thing I have for you guys is a USB charger. You take any 9-volt battery and plug it in, and you can charge up your iPod and an MP3 player or your phone. I just wanted to thank you guys so much for your consideration of my application. I hope you guys have a good evening.